Hello, Christian.
Evangeline, what are you doing here?
I came to see Dr. Truman.
We'll talk later. No, I just wanted to touch base in case this thing became unduly complicated. Well, certain parties are trying to implicate me in a malpractice wrongful death suit. Oh, no, they have no proof whatsoever. Just wanted to touch base with my legal team. Make sure you had my back. I don't want to be accused of a murder I didn't commit.
And we both know what murder you're referring to.
I'll have to call you back. Eavesdropping, counselor? And here I thought you were such a class act.
I just came to see you. Not my fault you left the door open.
Well, you're here, so have a seat. I'm sure you're here to confront me about the lies and accusations flying around the hospital regarding Paige and John McBain.
Last time I saw John, he wasn't exactly celebrating.
Why would he? Would you be if it were your father?
John thinks you had something to do with his father's murder?
Score one for the defense attorney. This is news to you. Paige Miller was the drunk doctor who operated on Thomas McBain the night he was shot, the night he died.
No, that can't be. John already spoke to that doctor.
Yes, Eugene Snyder. Yeah, he's the one who took the fall, stripped of his license.
Why would Snyder take such a huge hit for something he didn't do?
Well, that seems to be the million-dollar question, doesn't it? However, the intrepid John McBain seems hell-bent on pinning the whole thing on me.
Gee, I can't imagine why.
I'm sorry.
I would bet my law degree that John is right. This has your bloody fingerprints all over it.
I want you to continue your PT and don't get in the ring with any heavyweights anytime soon.
Thanks.
You know what, Dr. Truman? Todd is convinced that you're the one that killed Margaret and her baby. And I'll bet he's right, too.
That murder. That's the one you were referring to?
But this is funny to you?
No, it's it. You nailed it, counselor. Dr. Spencer Truman, wanted in 2 states for covering up a murder and double homicide. What can I say? I guess I got tired of golf. Huh?
You arrogant son.
Just out of curiosity, counselor, what motive could I have possibly had for wanting to kill that poor, mad Margaret woman anyway?
You wanted Todd out of the way? So you could zero in on Blair.
I believe that's what they would call speculation, counselor, and it doesn't even warrant a response.
On the record, I think you're an amazing surgeon. A philanthropist with way too much influence. A meticulous manipulator.
And off the record.
I think you're guilty of sin. A sociopath. And I will not rest until everyone sees you as the big piece of scary you are.
The elevator.
Christian, what are you doing? Are you following me?
Don't make me do this again.
Do what?
You know what? Look, my hand may be injured, but I'll throw you over my shoulder in a second.
I don't have time to fight with you. I have to find John.
You don't need John. You don't need a cop. You need a bodyguard. Especially since you just threatened a guy you think is a cold-blooded killer.
You are way out of line. First, you go behind my back to tell Todd to fire me?
The guy is dragging you down.
Now you're threatening to stop me from pursuing a lead that could save his life.
Unless you end up on the slab first.
What, better him than me? Is that it? No, that's not acceptable. Look, Spencer, he's not only trying to destroy Todd and his family, he could be responsible for covering up the details surrounding the murder of John's father.
Who told you about that? Never mind, I don't want to know. I'm just going to say one thing. Stay out of it.
I'm talking to Paige. I'm going to see if I can get her to open up.
You never listened before and you're not listening now. Don't look now, John, but I think she's on your side.
Thank you, Christian. I can speak for myself. Look, We always knew that Spencer had something he was holding over Paige. That's why she wouldn't help us clear Todd.
I can't even think about Manning right now.
No, John, you don't think at all.
I'm not gonna get into this with you, all right? It's between me and my father, and that's it.
What about Natalie? She's playing with fire because of you.
Why? What's Natalie up to now?
Look, you got enough going on in your life, but I will tell you this. I'm not about to watch the two women I care about get out of control along with you.
John. You know what, Christian? I think you should just go, you know? Before I say something I regret.
You can fight me all you want, but I meant what I said to John. I'm not going to let you and Natalie get taken down in McBain's latest grudge match.
Fine. Then why don't you go find Natalie, you know? Give her some of this grief.
Oh, because right now I'm way more worried about you.
Christian, you don't owe me all of this protection. I'm not Natalie. And I never will be.